Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. How is everyone this fine? Woo Woo Wednesday. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my lighting situation. That might be a little too dark. You can't see it, but I can. It's not even dark yet. It's 6 o'clock. Normally in the winter, but we have passed Imbolc, which is like the halfway point between winter and spring. So it's staying lighter later, which I love. I love that. I don't know what it is. I mean, there is something cool around the holidays, just it getting dark really early. So it's, dark a lot, comfy, cozy. I get it. I get it. But there's this part of me that just longs for the springtime about this time. Well, I could probably go about another month and a half without that longing, probably. But by the time it's my birthday and it's still not quite spring, which for the record, my birthday is April 28th. If there's no springtime, I'm really sad. But we are already at February 5th. Like, where is this year going? Like, 2023 passed by. Well, really, every year since like 2016 has passed by super fast. But this year we're already in month 2, like 5 days into month 2, and this is the shortest month, so it's gonna fly by. Other people were like, I don't know what the month of January was, but it had way too many months in it. Like some people were like, January drug on. And in some ways, I guess kind of. But then in other ways, I'm like, no, it went by really fast. So time is this weird dichotomy right now. And I don't know about you guys, but I've just been feeling this just very low motivation to like get out there and grind. Like I'm still going to work, I'm still doing the things, but like that like motivation, like especially with my other job, like okay, gotta log on, so excited, like let's get this money. Like I'm just kind of like dragging my feet, like okay. This right here, what we're doing, this is an exception. Like this is, I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. But the other, I'm just kind of like, I hope this is just a phase because I am not feeling it right now. Um, oh, thought to let you know the update on the reading I took. Raylene is ready to help you. Oh, good. Good. That's awesome because I wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, I could probably go into a journey and figure it out from there, but just from my like conscious brain trying to figure all of that out because I didn't even realize it was possible. It kind of trips me up, like, but things that I've been doing, like clearing entities, no problem. Let's get these done. Clearing just stuff in the DNA and the field. Like I don't even need to go into meditation or anything to do those anymore. But something like what you're dealing with, I definitely would need to figure it out. But let's do some shout outs. We're going to do a free 1-card pull for those that are here today. Amanda F popped in just saying that she's not able to be present. She's driving long distance and trying to get home tonight. So I will pull her a card. Yes. Jessica's here. John's here. Amber's here. Solar Siren. Hello. Marlene. Yay. Hi. Amazing. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're going to be able to get that figured out. I was in a freeze, an emotional mess. Yes, I am like that too. Just finished a project I started in August. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling ya. Like I was like a candle making machine earlier today though, and I actually finished Solar Siren. I finished all of your stuff on Monday, and the box is still sitting on my table. So like drop the ball. Drop the ball big time. But PDA just was not it was definitely PDA in this week. For me to get anywhere near the post office, we got dumped on with that fake snow. It's fake. It's still fake, but update. I did take a picture of it, and we're talking this is super tiny. It does still look like styrofoam balls, but like on an even smaller level, what was coming down. And I did see a couple of snowflakes kind of mixed in. It almost looked like that thick glitter that has like the hexagonal shapes, and then the fine loose glitter, and then maybe some stars kind of included in it. That's what it looked like. Like it looked totally manufactured. It's crazy. But let me just show you. This is way zoomed in. Okay. Right there in the middle, hopefully you can see the 6-sided little snowflake there. I mean, we're talking That thing had to have been smaller than that. Like, I zoomed in, like, super small. Um, this was just a dusting. Like, it's just been dusting. Like, it's not a snowfall, it's a dusting, and it dusted for 2 days straight without stopping here where I'm at, and, I would shovel, and then it more dust, shovel, more dust, but this snow okay, being born in Idaho, raised in Montana for at least 40 years of my life living here. I'm almost 43 for the record. I have experienced many a winter season, and our winter seasons at times in my childhood would last almost 8 months. So let that tell you how much experience with winter I have. Quite a bit. And I had been out, without gloves as kids do, eating icicles off the roof line, eating the snow, what have you, touching all sorts of snow. And yes, snow is cold. Snow is cold. I get that. It's literally frozen. I get that. But this snow, just going out without gloves or anything to clean off my car, it's so cold that it burns. And yes, yes, you can almost get that feeling with, like, actual snow eventually, like, it finally kinda kicks in to where when you're a kid, you realize, "Wow, I'm really cold. I should go in and warm myself up." Um, but this has, like, an instant bite to it that it almost just burns your skin when you touch it, like, even just to, like, go like this to your, like, passenger window or your driver window to open your door or whatever, it, like, burns. I don't know. You just would have to experience yourself. Banana Anna S probably can attest to this. She says, "Yeah, it is weird snow to shovel." It's very it's weird because it's very lightweight. You can have a whole shovel full and it's kinda lightweight, at least the snow that's been kinda going on here right now. I know a few weeks back it was heavier, more wet, dense snow, but this time it's more loose and very fine and powdery. Whatever it is they're manufacturing mixed in with actual snow. Um, but the actual snow I would say is probably less than 5%, because I was like real close up there looking with both my naked eye, right, without glasses, and zooming in with my camera just like out on my concrete today and yesterday. And maybe once in a blue moon, looking through all this, you'd find an actual snowflake. And this, again, this is very dusty snow, so they should all be snowflakes. They should all be snowflakes. These are not, you saw the picture. One. I mean, you can pick out some that are kind of trying to be a snowflake in here. Like, if you just look, like, you can kind of see some structure to some of this stuff. But a lot of it, think of Masaru Emoto's water crystal experiments. I don't remember if I have my book up here or downstairs. I think I took it downstairs, but I have a book with all the pictures and stuff. But when you speak negatively to, the water crystals, they form weird, like maybe there's a slight geometric shape, but then the other side's all deformed. That's what this is. That's what this is looking like. So it's almost like whatever frequency, because to me it's very frequency based. I'm seeing they're using some sort of frequency to create certain conditions or something. And what downloaded to me as I was out shoveling and interacting with it, because I find that's one of my biggest or strongest, or by human design, it is my strongest sense is touch. So when I touch something, it's almost like I can get a read on it even better than just trying to tune in, which is crazy. But just being out there and experiencing it, I'm seeing, getting the memo, the reasoning behind doing this is, again, I don't know how much I should say because of, censorship. And it was 911 right as I looked at my time. It might be different for you guys watching the replay, but sometimes it's a few seconds off. But wow. What I got was the fact that there's something going on with, yes, climate change and all that, but this is natural. This is a natural cycle that the climate's already shifted so much in a lot of areas that they're now trying to cover tracks or make up for lack, like up here, up this way, probably the last 5 to 10 years we've had, I won't say record low snow accumulation, but pretty darn close, or yeah, probably. Like the winters of my childhood were, 26 feet of snow in a season, here and there, and all sorts of stuff. But we're not getting that. We're not getting that anywhere near that these days at all up this way. This is the most snow we've probably had in 5 years at one time. That's just insane. Being Montana, this should be covered and for months, but it's just not. So this is, it feels normal, but yet not because it's not real snow. So but again, tuning in, it's like, yeah, the snow isn't real. The whole trying to mimic the natural cycles of what should be going on up here, it's falling flat. It's not sticking the landing, so to speak. It does seem off. And the rain there, you're feeling something about the rain there. Just weird weather patterns in the more extreme places away from the poles, or not away from the poles, but away from the equator. The equator, whether it's, I don't know if they're shifting magnetically. Like I don't get the whole thing. I'm not a science guy. Scientific things do fascinate me, but I don't a lot of times understand the mechanism or the logistics of things. So I just kind of tune in more energetically with that stuff. Oh, in your area, not much rain this year, but still hoping for spring showers. Very dry year. Yeah, and that's the thing though. If this isn't real, like I tell my kids, do not, for the love of God, which you are God. So for your own love of yourself, do not eat the snow. Do not eat the snow. It's not just yellow and brown snow we're avoiding anymore. It's all of it. Because it's not real. And because it's not real, I'm like, well, what is it made of? It doesn't even melt the same way the regular snow would melt. So I wish I had like a more scientific basis around here that I could test things and come up with information. Like someone's got to be out there doing that, I've never heard rain sound like it did the other day, like full ocean waves outside. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But also the veil is very thin, so like things are going off the rails right now, like both for good and for bad, but like ultimately I feel like this is for our good because even people who you would think are sound asleep out there are commenting on how the snow is weird. Maybe they don't understand why it's weird, but they just know it's weird, Also in the morning there was even fog for no reason. It was a funny way it was a funny way the fox was there. I wish I could explain it better. Oh god, a fog, I think you meant. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you're preaching to the choir. I totally get it. Oh, today I was out a few minutes ago. I could hear the rain start dropping, but none fell on me. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, there's so much weird. Dreams are weird. Life is weird. People are weird. So, just real quick, we're going to get into this very soon. But I was driving home and coming down the hill from the school. Roads are covered with snow. So they've been out plowing, but there's so much snow to deal with that our hill is still very much snow covered. And every time in the winter, I lived here for 16 plus years now. I have to slow down like 2 roads up from mine because it's like coming down a hill and then I have to turn back onto my street. You have to almost come to a full stop on the snow before you can turn or you're just going to slide right past. And so this guy was like riding my butt all the way like down the S curve part of the hill and around the bend coming back down toward my road or a couple roads up from mine. And I start to, I'm like riding my brake the whole way and I kind of feather it a little bit to show him, hey, like turn my signal on like a road and a half up, like, hey, I'm turning, just letting you know, still riding my butt, getting closer as I slow down. And I have to come almost to a complete stop. And the guy slams on his brakes today, right after school. And I hurry up because I'm watching in my rear view this whole time. I'm like, this guy is not going to slow down. Like, I just knew it. So I hurried up and threw this huge bubble of protection around my car. And I'm turning left. So, and I'm going down the hill. So, and it's a one way both ways, right? So you can go up the hill in that lane, down the hill in this lane. And he, to avoid hitting me, goes like off to the side and in front of me. And I swear his truck was this far from my car, but he did not hit us. And then he looks at me like I am the one that messed up. I'm like, are you for real, dude? Had sunglasses on and like this scruffy beard and just this old beat up truck. I'm like, wow, okay, cool story, bro. Like, I did nothing wrong. I showed you I was turning like a road and a half up. Normally you would just put your signal on like, the road above so they don't think you're turning on that road, right? But I even gave him like the heads up half a block before that road just to be like, hey, letting you know I'm turning. Just didn't get it. Just didn't get the memo until he literally came up beside me, like, here's me, and then here's him, like this. Like, I don't know how we didn't get hit. Well, I mean, I do put that bubble of protection, but I was just like, yeah, I'm not out here messing around on these streets. And to try to get to the post office earlier today, like, I had the package in my car, and I'm like, I don't know. It's a brave new world out there. I don't know that I've got the emotional bandwidth to hit the post office today, so that I didn't. But I'm fingers crossed, hopeful I will get out there tomorrow to get Jessa's package off to her for 209 day. It's probably going to be late because 209 is on Sunday. So, I dropped the ball. I mean, I had the ball ready to go. I just dropped it. So, yeah, let me catch up on comments. Yeah, wow. And hello, Linda's here. Hello. Well, you're here just in time. I think we're about ready to head into our free 1-card pull. And so far, let me just double check. I don't think we have any donations, so it might be a short live stream tonight. I figured we'd chit chat for a moment, just to let everybody check on in. We got 9 people here. Hello, 9 people. Hello, hello. Yes, it looks like we are up to date. Well, my nose is very itchy right now. So good luck coming in for someone. Let's start off. Let's just, since we have 9 people, let's do 999 in the chat if you would like a free 1-card pull today. Free 1-card pull. And we're going to start with Amanda F, just because, she asked about it. She's here a lot. So it's like, yeah, let's do this thing. So let's go for Amanda F. What does Amanda F need to know? And we have Purity here. As we're talking about the fake snow. It's not pure snow out there. If you missed the whole conversation, Amanda, you can kind of scroll back and listen. But wow, to me, this is about detoxifying, purifying your energy field of anything that's toxic. This can be things you're eating, drinking, consuming by watching, people you're surrounding yourself with. It's time to clean house on certain things that are just not for you anymore or just negatively impacting your life. If there are certain habits or something that are difficult to overcome, of course, give yourself grace as you move through that. But if you already know what it is that you feel needs to shift. And or in the coming days, more things will be brought to light. Like, yeah, I don't like how I feel like I have to have this thing or go this place or have this toxic person in my life, whatever it is. All right, Linda, let's get Linda a card. We do have a donation coming in from Juliana. Let me know who you are here in the chat. We'll take care of you after the 1-card pull. So Linda H, we have truth being revealed, and we have this guy up in the sky like blowing wind. It seems like a very windy, kind of chaotic energy here. So I'm feeling the call to pull another one for you, Linda, because so there's something energetically coming to light. Like, this isn't truth about oh, that person lied to me, nothing like that. This is an inner truth. This is an inner truth that's being revealed, and maybe the elements, the sun, the fake snow, the whatever weather you're experiencing down where you're at, is somehow bringing something to light for you, and that light being truth. But this is leading you to an inner voyage. Let me point to the right card. An inner voyage. This truth will really help you just get clarity on what it is you want to do, how you want to spend your time, how you want to pay attention, all the things we talk about here. So yay, Linda. And there, that trip that you have planned already, I think the voyage card came out, or another significant trip card came out for you recently as well. So that's just letting you know, yeah, go on your trip, have some fun. Hopefully you can't hear my dog barking. She's outside, so hopefully the door isn't wide open as the heater kicks on. It's probably wide open. Hopefully someone downstairs can figure out how to deal with that. Jessica! All right, let's get Jessica a card. All right, and we have a donation also coming in from Marlene. All right, so let's get Jessica a card. Jessica, you have the Gateway card with Derpy Unicorn. I love this card. He just looks like a poorly rendered 3D unicorn that, you know, but he's cute. He's so cute. But this is the Gateway card, and this is always such a powerful card to get. Every time I get this, I'm like, yes. This lets you know you're on the precipice of yet another level up, and still didn't pick up my sign. I need to do that. It's just kind of out of sight, out of mind. That's why it's still down there. I need to remind myself to pick that up and put it back up. So there we are. Gateway. Level up coming for you. It's not always easy. These level ups are not always easy. And a lot of times there's something we have to give up in order to level up. As I take off my sweatshirt. So it's like you're removing layers. You know, there's a message in everything. So that you're shedding old layers and ready to reveal a new just version of yourself. There's more upgraded version of yourself. All right. Up next, let's see. We skipped our chat here. I was gonna say this Juliana, I think is Julie's video, but I know we had another Julie hanging around here at one point, but that was a while ago. So anywho, let's get a card for Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. All right, Michelle. What does Michelle need to know? And we have the Thriving card. So if you're not feeling like you're in this energy yet, just you wait. Things are really looking up. I'm really drawn to this really kind of pinkish magenta. And what that feels to me like it represents, of course, pink can represent the heart chakra. I think green is kind of the more original color for that energy center. But what I'm getting is pink for the heart, yes. But also, if you combine the crown chakra, the root chakra, the red, and that purple, it creates almost this magenta color as well. So it's like a union of the crown and the root. So, you know, like that Ouroboros coming together and completing a cycle. There's something you're ending so that you can step into this thriving energy. So I see between now and May, you're really stepping into something that's going to help you. This could be a routine. This could be a principle or just a spiritual realization of some kind, or all of the above, that's coming in to really help you step into this more thriving energy. All right. Let's get a card for Banana Anna S. Get a card for Anna. All right. Woo! Did you see the backflip that card did? And we have the Pleasure card. So there's a bit of an incline here on this path, but look, you also have a gateway here. So there may be a bit of a slightly different message that we were getting from the gateway card for Jessica. But what I see with this is the fact that normally it's like, oh, this is no longer serving me and things are getting uncomfortable with this toxic connection or this bad habit I picked up. Now my health is, going on. But I actually see the steps you're taking to get to this next level up in gateway is doing the things that bring you joy, bring you happiness, feel like you are spoiling yourself in some way. So the pleasure-seeking activities like, really cracking into that good book after all of your work is done or something. It feels like almost like this is something you are looking to splurge on financially or energetically speaking, or saving that really good chocolate bar for like a special occasion. It feels like these types of things are leading you to this next breakthrough. But also the more time you do spend in pleasure, of course, after you make sure everything else is done as well, but there are sometimes you just need to take a step out of the day and just say, I don't care. The dishes can wait. That thing can wait. That thing can wait. I need to take care of me and feel good about it and be in joy and happiness about taking care of myself. And the more it feels like that you can step into that energy, Anna, even better. Like it's going to lead you to this level up. So yes. And the better you're taking care of yourself too, the less you're going to want to do things that are like destructive habits or hanging around people who are just not great for you, that kind of thing. All right. Let's get a 999 for Jessica's mom. Woo! Okay. Jessica's mom has a lot coming in here. We'll be starting out with the action card and 2 more. Going forward and healing chaos. So going forward, you are healing the chaos by certain actions you take. I mean, we can tell a story. We can mix these up. So action is going to help you go forward. So sometimes when we don't even know what to do, sometimes just taking a very teeny tiny baby step in a way that feels like maybe I'm going in that right direction. Sometimes just getting started is all you need, because a body in motion stays in motion, or a plan in motion stays in motion. But if you're just sitting around planning something but never taking action on it, it remains a plan indefinitely. So if you have a plan about something you want to do, now's the time to start taking some action on it. And as you take that action, you're going to move forward. And yes, maybe some chaos will come in, but you're healing that. And this feels more like just past energy in your field that's just getting stirred up by these forward momentum and action that you're taking. We have some really active waves in that action card. And then going forward, we have some fog lifting and some sun coming out. So it's like there's a clear path. I mean, you can see this path from miles away. Even through the gentle rolling hills here, you can see the path from miles away. And anything that is standing in your way is being healed as you take those steps forward. That's what's going on there. All right, Jessica's mom, I hope that resonated for you. You got 3 cards. That's amazing. All right. So let's get into Amber. Oh, your card literally fell into my lap. I'm going to pull another one, though, because I didn't quite tune into your energy right. I just said your name, but it's still relevant. So let's tune into your energy as well. And we have stand still. Okay. So be still and know that I am God. So what I'm getting with the stand still card, this is very cave-like. Look at it. Almost like with the stalactites there. I think this is more like a bog or like a gully or something with like the moss and the stuff kind of hanging down. But you can also read that as like stalagmite, stalactite. I always forget which ones grow up and which ones grow down. Don't ask me, I don't know. But if you want to tune into more love from others, from yourself, it's about getting very still within your own energy and finding that love from within, and then experiencing that love from without. And especially if you feel like there is a standstill in your love life, I see, whatever it is you're going to be doing with Raylene may just move this forward for you. So I hope that resonated for you, Amber. Oh, beautiful swan on the back that says stillness. So 2 birds, stillness and standstill. I always forget the name of these birds. If anyone wants to chime in the comments, feel free. Is that a heron? I don't remember. I always forget. All right. Marlene, let's get Marlene a card. Marlene. Okay. And we have here community for Marlene. So this to me feels like family, but also friends that feel like family, your own little, family, all of that. For some reason, I'm being called to pull another one for you as well. So flow. So it feels to me like if you've been looking for like-minded people or just to have deeper connections with those that are in your life, there is a flow coming in as far as any stagnancy, any stillness that has been going on in your sense of connection or community with people, that is shifting for the better. And we have a rainbow coming in. Usually that's comes in after a storm. So yeah, amazing. So also too, if you're, having any kind of disagreement or just disconnection with someone in your community, your family, your friend group, whatever, I see that improving. All right. So let's get a card for John, and then we'll get one for Miss R. Oh, I think I read Amber's and Kashvi's out of order, but I guess I needed to for whatever reason. So, okay, let's get John a card. All right, we have transformation here. So you're going through it feels like a health transformation, physical, DNA is upgrading the sun. The sun is playing a huge role in bringing these light, even if we consider this local sun or whatever we want to call it, a false sun or, some sort of lighting situation they have up there, you can still set your intention to tune into the great central sun, source being the original light, bright light. That will help upgrade your DNA, help you transform any situation that you have going on, and any level ups or upgrades that you're wanting to do, you have access to be able to do that. All right, let's get a card for Mrs. R, aka Erin, right? Erin, I think that was her name, right? I hope so. Mrs. R, let's get Mrs. R a card. We have flow for you. So this is like going with the flow. John's going through all these transformations, and you're just kind of this beautiful, sustained, um, forward moving energy. And because I'm almost reading these cards together as, he's transforming, you're flowing with the energy. Not to say you're not also transforming, because usually when one person in a relationship is doing something, it either pushes the other one away or brings them into the fold to also have some significant levels up or changes themselves. So, and I see, because you get the flow card, you're in the flow with his transformation. So you're both transforming for the better, and just going with the flow, so to speak. All right. So let's get into Kashvi's card for Kashvi. And we have here fulfillment. So there might be something really exciting that she's feeling very fulfilled, or very proud of herself, very accomplished coming in. Yeah, it feels like a sweet victory of some kind. So I don't know if she's entering any kind of contest or competition or something, but she's going to have a sense of fulfillment coming up. So, yay! All right. So let's go to, let's see, we're at Amber A. Hello, Amber A. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's get you a card, my dear. Woo, too many. All right, Amber A. And here it is. I can grab it. There it is. We have opportunity. So there's a new opportunity. And this may come out of the blue, is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's because of all the blue and purple tones here, but some out of the blue, unexpected opportunity is coming toward you. And it does feel monetary. So there may be some money coming in as a result of this opportunity, maybe to make some cash on the side. Maybe this is a full-on like career deal. Yeah, sky's the limit is what I'm hearing. So yeah, shoot for the stars. And if you miss, at least you'll land amongst the moon, or whatever that saying is. All right, Elpidia, welcome, welcome. Let's get you a card, my dear. Here we go. Oh, you get 2 cards. We have focus and we have embracing. Okay, I'm getting a very dualistic. I mean, one's very summery, fiery energy. The other one's very winter and just watery, with all the snow here. Frozen energy. They're both very still, though. This is some sort of lynx, or I think that's the name of that cat. And they can be very quick, very fast moving cats. And the fact that he's not stalking prey or anything. He's just kind of there. He's just kind of looking around, like everything's fine, everything's cool. So what I see for this message for you, I'm getting to it, Elpidia, is you being able to embrace focusing on something, or hyper focusing on something that's going to bring you some fulfillment coming up. So this is most likely some sort of project that you're going to need a lot of focus, but you're going to embrace this focus. It's not going to be like, oh, I can't focus. You're going to be able to. That's the good thing, especially in the more still moments. So, putting your phone away so it's not distracting you, or, making sure other people aren't around a lot while you're focused on this can definitely benefit. All right. Let me Pelican, that's the word. All right. Let me scroll back up and catch these comments here. Okay. So we have that. Wow, had a heck of a time doing the donation and getting to open chat. Oh no, Julie's video. Oh no, but we got it. We got it. You're set. You're first on the list here tonight. So we have, let's see, Michelle. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, $9.99 for a free card. So Julie's video, here we go. Let's get you a card. What do you need to know? We have pleasure for you as well. Again, the pathway leading up to this big archway, this big gateway. And we have the deer here, which I didn't think to mention for the other person that got this card. But deer are very gentle. So this is about gentle pleasure. This isn't like thrill-seeking, jumping out of airplanes kind of pleasure. For you specifically, Julie, this is very like, I am overwhelmed. So instead of pushing myself even more, I'm just going to go lay on my bed. Maybe I'm not tired, but I am exhausted, or like just needing to relax. So it's about listening to the cues of your body, but especially in the things that bring you joy, happiness, pleasure of any kind. And this could even be connecting, having like one-on-one conversations with someone who means a lot to you, like that friend that you haven't heard from in a while, just setting up that lunch date or something to catch up with someone can be such a reset for you, Julie. So feel like reaching out, do it. Because all these little moments are going to really add up to a big breakthrough for you. All right. So see, not all breakthroughs have to come after all this gloom and doom and pain and blood, sweat, and tears. Sometimes us actually embracing who we are on a spiritual level can amplify that even more. I think of it this way. Think of like a drill sergeant that's always pointing out all your flaws and all the ways you messed up, or that really lovely teacher that you almost want to go out above and beyond because this teacher believes in you so much and they're always praising you and telling you how amazing things are. I know I learn a lot better or want to strive for greatness under that really gentle, loving, nurturing teacher rather than the drill sergeant energy. And am I alone? Anyone else? Anyone else? So yeah, pleasure can lead us to great breakthroughs. Joy, just focusing on joy in life. Also, we're humans, so there's a lot of the pleasure with the pain and pain with the pleasure, so to speak. But balance it out a little more because so many of us are out here just pain and grind and hustle, hustle, hustle. Like, let's balance it out. Yeah. Solar Siren, let's get you a card. All right. Oh, you kept on missing the live sessions and you're glad to be here. Well, we're glad to have you, Julie. Whoa, Jessa, you got a lot going on here. So courage is going to lead you to adventures and blessings. So we have the courage card. And this is like the courage to step into the fray. Anything that looks a bit chaotic or like, look at the size of these waves, but like you're a mermaid. So like, hey, ain't no thing, right? Just stay away from those rocks. That's where the danger would be for you. Not so much the waves, but just the hard things you bump into. And what I'm seeing in this regard is those hard things you're bumping into may be some sort of obstacle that's in your way. As far as especially like the job search. So you're going to be able to see these with courage, face any obstacles that may be standing in your way. And it will lead to a sense of adventure and great blessings. And look at the birds. See, these are two smaller birds. Those other cards had more large birds. But these are really like songbirds and a parrot. I think this is some sort of parrot. Yeah, well, there's a couple parrots actually. Interesting. So it's funny because I thought, oh, is this a bird of paradise plant? But no, it's like all sorts of little like parrots of some sort. And then we got a green one right here. Look up the symbolism of the parrot, but also the yellow canary here. I think that's like what kind of bird that is, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But this is the adventures card is giving rainforest vibes, which I mean, you live in a rainforest, literally. It's just not a tropical rainforest so much. But this is about connecting to water. All three of these cards have, like, this is more gentle here, and then it kind of gets a little more chaotic here with the waterfall and some waves down here, and then we're like, boom, bam. So it's like easing into the water. Your connection to water is very important here. All right. So Kirsten's here, and we have Kirsten's donation I saw came through as well. So we have 3 donations so far in various so that's a full read for her. Julie's video donated enough for a full read and a 1 card, and Marlene has a 1 card, but we'll get those logistics out of the way here momentarily. Let's see. Kirsten, let's get Kirsten's card or cards, because more than 1 card cards keep flying out. All right. Yes, Brandy Lynn, we're still taking them. All right, here we go for Kirsten. Tuning into Kirsten's lovely energy. We have the gateway. Okay. What are you guys out here doing? This is amazing. There's a lot of level ups going on right now. We got Derpy Unicorn yet again coming in with the gateway. This is a gateway. Again, not always easy energy when we go through these big gateways and activations, but so many of us are having DNA upgrades and activations constantly because that so-called junk DNA is reassembling itself. Try as they might to throw all this craziness at us and effery that they're doing in literally from every angle. The food, the air, the water, the medication, the programming in all of the media, the politics, all the different systems that are in place. They are trying to lock and load us. And weigh us down with toxins, both like literal physical toxins and more like energetic and frequency toxins. You got to think though. You got to think the human body is so freaking miraculous if we can take all of that and still be living as close to we can as our best lives out here, right? Like every one of you right now. I know this is Kirsten's reading, but also all of you. Pat yourself on the back for like still being here. Lost in the sauce of all this toxic effery that they have going on out here. How amazing and miraculous your human body is. And of course, that innate God spark intelligence that runs the human body. How amazing that is that we just keep leveling up. Because if we say go back 100 years, if we were the humans with the DNA of those humans 100 years ago thrown into today's life, you wouldn't last probably 2 months. You'd probably die of some sort of C word, you know, the big thing that takes everybody out eventually, pretty much. You know what disease or whatever I'm talking about. No one would survive. You got to know we're robust and we're upgrading. There's no way. The proof is in the pudding. We're all still here. I mean, not everybody, but a lot of us are still here and doing pretty darn good for all of just the toxicity. Like, you got to think there's something really special going on right now, because even the humans I think of 5 years ago, where we were 5 years ago with our DNA, I don't think we could sustain all these frequencies and poisons and craziness. You got to think. But yeah, Kirsten, so you're about to go through yet another level up. And a lot of times when we are going through these gateways, we may first gain density or weight or anxiety or something like that. But then as we go through these gateway and have these activations, and then we're on the other side of it, yeah, we may have some adjusting time where things are, you know, very symptomatic for us. But then, you know, maybe some weight sheds off of us to lower the density of our body. That anxiety starts to flow back into the background. Just a lot of good things. But you know, sometimes it's difficult. It's like the birthing pains of all of this. But yeah, you're leveling up, Kirsten. That's pretty much the long and short of it. All right. Thank you. I've been focusing on unfun responsibilities, aka work, and my level of joy has been lacking. I appreciate the message. Oh, you're so welcome. Absolutely. Brandy Lynn, let's get you a card or two, or however many are going to flop out of here. For Brandy Lynn. And we have 2 that want to come out, so we're taking them both. And we have pleasure and solitude. Okay, so this pleasure card is like our theme tonight. This yeah, and that gateway card as well. Because this one also has kind of a gateway here. So yeah, do the fun things. Do the things that bring you joy. Do the things that bring you pleasure. This is your permission slip. Do it. It's going to lead to activation. Although there may be some solitude that you could gain even more pleasure from just having a sense of quiet, a sense of peace around you. We have the solitude card here, and the guy is all on his own in the boat, very still waters. It just seems like a very serene environment. So whatever feels like a serene environment to you, even if, you know, people are around peopling and doing their own thing, but they're kind of off doing their own thing in the same room, that may be the solitude that you're getting here. But do the things that light you up. Do the things that bring you joy, because it's going to lead to a breakthrough as well. Right. So Kirsten, we got your donation there. So I'm going to keep scrolling down. All right. So lovely. Such a beautiful and resonating message from my mom. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that resonated. Yeah, the first one was for you, Amber. I didn't see the K until I just read your name and saw the 999, and there it was. So yeah, the first one was you. Second was Kashfi. Okay. Pika Lee, welcome. Yeah, it's totally AI snow. I agree. All right. Pika Lee, we have simplicity. Maybe you're taking this literally and simplifying your life, simplifying your routine, simplifying your grocery list, simplifying your skincare routine. I see people out here with this like complex 16-step routine, and I'm like, I use like 3 things. Maybe once in a while I'll put that mask on, or, you know, Jessa sent me some amazing products, which I really appreciate, and I've been using them. Skin's never felt better or looked better. Let me just say that, because pretty much all from probably about age 14 through about 34, just acne and back knee and chest knee and all the acne everywhere. Hardly any ever any anymore. But it wasn't anything I changed on the outside. It was all diet and probably some hormones thrown in there as well. But yeah. So skincare. Maybe there's a skincare routine. You're simplifying things. The lighting just turned very magenta-y looking. So magenta is like that union of the crown and the root chakra colors coming together to unite and create a circuit, right? So maybe you're simplifying even your spiritual routine, talking about the chakras there. So simplify in all ways. It could definitely help. And maybe you're just clearing clutter as well. I see you going through like a work email inbox or a personal email inbox, clearing things off your phone that just don't need to be on there anymore. Who else takes like 40,000 screenshots a year? Probably not just me. All right. All right. Have we caught up with everybody? No, we have some more comments here. And let's see. Where am I? I've lost my place. Oh, you're so welcome. Absolutely. Oh, one for your husband. All right. We're going to be closing out here soon. Here we go. Amber's husband. And we have here standstill. So a good standstill, some time off, some time by himself would be absolutely amazing. I mean, whether he's going to take it or not, I guess would remain to be seen. But sometimes the best thing we can do is just be in our own energy without any phones dinging and ringing and all the things the phones do to distract, or being at work with all these people needing you, or being at home with hey, this isn't working, can you open this can of pickles or jar of pickles, things like this. It's like sometimes just stillness, stand still. So that could be very beneficial for him. Also, cave analogy, cave energy here. Whether I guess he'll take it or not would remain to be seen, but also relaxation, because there's this great need for relaxation, because I do see he's very stressed with work. Yeah. Busy in dinner. Gotcha. Or a heron, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Pelican, heron, all the same to me. I don't think we might have herons here, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen one in person though. So if we do, I think are they more East Coast birds or from the south? I don't even know. I only know what I know, but not much else. And even then, I'm like, do I really know anything? Because the more I learn, the less I understand that I know. So there's that. I don't know if I missed mine since I got distracted making dinner. No, I just did it. So you probably posted that before I did read it. So yeah. You have become sensitive to food. I have noticed certain sensitivities myself. Yeah, these upgrades that we're getting, just the things that don't align anymore are going to become blaringly obvious. Whether these are people's energies, whether these are, maybe certain products you've used for years and now they're just irritating your skin or your hair or your stomach or whatever, you're going to know. Your body is an amazing tool to let you know, hey, something's going on here. Let's do something about it. Let's check this out. Yeah. I'm tired of leveling up. Oh, preaching to the choir. Me too, girl. Me too. There's an executive order to get rid of the Department of Education, so I might not be able to finish my degree. My whole plan might change. Oh my gosh. There's like an executive order to do XYZ +3 × 2.com. Like, what is happening right now? I don't even know. I'm just considering it like that healing chaos card that Jessica's mom got in this deck. It's like all these old systems have to be dismantled and crumble and fall so that we can build something new. Of course, that's where the chaos is in the transition. It's very hard. But I think all of us have this underlying sense of, hey, something needs to change here. This isn't right. This isn't balanced with the earth. This isn't balanced. This isn't the way a human should be living and existing and working and relating and having only like 5 minutes a day to spend with your family because everyone's in school and work all day. Like, it's not right. It's not right. But it's going to take time and probably a lot of effort and elbow grease to dismantle and rebuild in ways that are going to serve humanity, not further enslave and lock down, right? Yeah. Oh, you're so welcome, Amber. Absolutely. That's about as accurate as it gets. I love it. Hang in there. His wait, it just jumped. Let me scroll back up. Hang in there. His attitude towards legal immigrants is hurting a lot of people, including us as well. Sending you heartwarm hug. Oh, did I miss something? I probably missed something. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy out there. Ooh, good. Love a good skincare product. And yes to simplicity. I wanted to go to the protest today in my state, but I have families that depend on me as a CPS caseworker, so I'm stressed out about what's happening. I just like that deep heart, not deep part, but that deep heart, spirit part of me just knows on a cellular, spiritual, fractal of God level, everything's going to be okay. Maybe not for everybody, but like humanity, I see us making it through this. I do. Yeah. Oh, same card for both of you. Oh, I was going to say, I think you got that card, but then I couldn't remember if it was that card or the stillness card or one. There's been some like calm down, sit your butt down in the chair and just breathe cards tonight. That and pleasure have been like the themes of the night. So maybe we all just need to sit our butts down, do some breath work, breathing exercises, get our anxiety just gone, and then focus on the things that light us up. Yeah, if there's any collective message tonight, that would be it. What I just said. Ooh, love that. And yes, I'm guilty of screenshots. Oh my gosh, me too. I'm like, ooh, this meme. And you like, there's no way to save it. So I'm like, screenshot. Yeah. Yeah. I feel he will need that after the session tomorrow with Raylene. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hear that and feel you. I cried the other day. The results came out. Oh my gosh. Must be something I missed in the comments, something political and executive order stuff probably. But yeah, my heart goes out to everybody because like it's a scary time for all of us out here. And imagine, because those of you that are here, you're aware that like there's the spiritual realm and that like spiritual warfare and as above, so below. So we know we're going to be okay. But imagine if you are someone who's not awake and you're just trying to love your family and put food on the table and now you may be deported or like, can you imagine how scary that is for them? Like that is just, my heart just goes out to so many people right now. Like it's a dumpster fire out there and I just feel so bad for so many people. Like I just want to lift everybody up. Like I wish, the billionaires would just like donate their money to help people, but they just won't and don't. Or they'll donate it to this one cause and then like all the CEOs are like buying a third yacht and like why? All the overconsumption and like why? Why? Help people out. Oh, it can be so bumpy for sure. Yeah. Lately been watching videos of the people who have had NDEs and found those videos so comforting. Yeah. I mean, there's so many experiences out there. It's like, holy cow. Like, what is going on? There's so much more to this reality. That is for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, the messages of love and positivity make me feel so good. Me too. I know. It's like there is spiritual support. Like, I know that. Outside this matrix, inside the matrix, like even some of these spirit guides out here as false light, like they think that's what their job is, and they think they're doing best for people. Even they've been tricked, some of them. I just tune in and know that. But it's like when your heart's in the right place, eventually you will find your way. Like that's my thought. As they say, oh, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. But like if you have an actual spirit, you will find your way home. As in, you'll find your way back to your spirit and your way out of the matrix eventually. Like I know it. I just know it. There's no way God, which we all are, could ever be trapped or, a victim for long. Not for long. Not for long anyway. I mean, define long in reincarnation human over and over and over again terms, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, your father was deported, but I have to say it was justified. I was 6. Law-abiding people need chances, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, says Pika Lee. We'll find our way home eventually. We will. All right, we have another donation coming in also from Kirsten. So let's start. So we have Julie's video, and then Marlene, and then Kirsten and Kirsten. Okay, so let's go to Julie's video. Okay. Go ahead and post your question, Julie. We're gonna get right into it for you. And you donated enough for like a full read and a 1-card pull, or maybe a slightly longer full read. You know, whatever you want to do. Let me, or 3 1-card pulls, like whatever you want to do. And you know, 1 card is never 1 card with me. Let's just get that out of the way already. 1 card's never 1 card with me. So, all right. So we will maybe use this trusty deck later, but I'm going to go to the Every Little Thing You Do Is Magic deck. I love this one. It's so fun. So we'll let Julie post her questions if she wanted to do more than the one. Or just one big long read. Whatever you want to do, Julie, we'll play it by your ear. Okay. Okay. So what is going on with my eyes? Do whatever is best. Okay. So let's see. What is going on with Julie's eyes? Tuning into Julie's true spirit, getting her the best guidance possible for what is going on with her eyes. So I'm already hearing upgrade. I'm already hearing upgrade, and then we have new energy. So this is the Apprentice of Swords, which in this deck is the Page of Swords. So it's very Ace of Swords meets like, okay, let's start this thing. Let's get, like, something new is coming in. So it may be concerning, and that's the very interesting thing here. We have an ant holding the sword, a little tiny ant. And ants are very powerful. Like, they can hold way more times their body weight than you could imagine. So it's something about doing the heavy lifting. So DNA upgrades to your eyesight is what's happening here. And even if your eyesight is like getting worse, or you have itchiness, redness, puffiness, whatever is exactly going on, I see this is like a shedding of old energy, shedding of old density. And there is actually a connection, something going back into from the 2 regular eyes back into your 3rd eye or pineal gland. There's an activation going on there as well. I just got chills. And then the Ace of Cups. And look, we have like this little raindrop looking thing that almost looks like a pine cone, pineal gland kind of thing. Almost blind. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Because I see this correcting itself. I don't know that this is through like a corrective surgery or anything, but this feels more like a leveling up. And I know it's like, well, I'm losing my eyesight. It's not getting better. So how's this a level up? But I see things correcting eventually when things pop off with all these DNA upgrades. There's even like, oh, and it's funny because I was just going to mention this, and there's a lizard on the card. In our original DNA blueprint, we would have the ability to grow back limbs. Maybe not your head so much, potentially. I don't know. Maybe. But like, that'd be good news for me eventually. Or, you know, you miss a tooth and then a new one just comes back in. But they're saying you can actually regrow teeth with some sort of frequencies. I'm getting a very similar vibe with the eyesight. Something is coming in. So we have Elder of Wands. This is the King of Wands. This is about you. Even though the evidence there, you know, you're quote unquote seeing the evidence of, okay, things are actually getting worse. Using that law of assumption to assume that, no, every day I wake up, I see better and better. Because you can heal yourself with, you know, they call it the placebo effect in the more scientific community, but all of us here know that it's actually you using your imagination, which is true reality. Because true imagination is reality. What we see, taste, touch, hear, smell, and any other sense I missed, I think I got them all, is like less than 1% of what's actually out there and what's actually happening. We can only sense less than 1% of it. So if your sight is one of those 5 senses, right? 5 senses. It's still less than 1% of reality. So if you would like that sight back, you have the power. It's literally in your hands with the King of Wands. Like, if I want it, I'm going to go get it. Like, that's what this card is. It's about you standing in your power. The only card that could really trump this as far as, F this, I'm not here for it, would be the Emperor card. Let's see anything else Julie needs to know about bringing this eyesight back online in a really good way. Because it's possible. I keep hearing it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, and it's probable. With the Fool, throw out all the rules. Oh, the doctor said I have this thing, which is, creating all of this that's going on, and that's why my sight is leaving, or whatever it is. Throw all the rules out the window. Follow the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. And you say you're using frequencies in diet. Maybe you're even looking further down the rabbit hole, or you're doing a meditation or a shamanic journey where you're tuning in and asking your spirit, how do I bring it up? How do I bring it back? What do I do? Or just assuming that, no, I don't want to spend all that time doing that. It's coming back. It is back. I have it back. It's mine. It belongs to me. Yeah, I don't listen to doctors either. Oh, yeah, I so don't. I would be a bad patient these days, for sure. Let's just see anything else Julie needs to know. 10 of Wands, 5 of Cups. Okay, so yes, this is totally about shifting your focus. So with the 10 of Wands here, it's telling me it's not going to get any worse. So even if it seemingly has gone downhill lately, I actually see it correcting. And you're going to start to notice, maybe as early as next week, that there's an improvement and a slight improvement. And then after that, a slight improvement. It's improving. Again, the 5 of Cups is a card about what are you focusing on? And I know, seeing, focusing, pun, either intended or unintended, take it as you will. But what I see with this is you being able to shift your focus, the internal focus and the external focus, to no, the sight is mine and it's my birthright and I'm claiming it and it's mine and it's coming back online in a really big way. Yeah. I'm also hearing this is happening to sort of test your own faith and your own trust in your own spirit. Yeah, because no one listens to doctors anymore. It's like no one can trust them. I mean, follow what you will. I mean, there are certain things like, if I was in an accident and needed to have something sewn back on or something, go to the hospital. Absolutely do that. But there are so many things that are treated symptoms that, yeah, I'm preaching to the choir. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, this really is about you just reclaiming your birthright and not taking no for an answer. And just knowing that by next week, you're going to wake up with better vision. And then the day after that, week after that, it's just improving. But yeah, this is very much a part of an upgrade for you. Let's just see if there's any other messages, because I mean, we did read on that for a minute, but you donated enough. I want to just see anything else you need to know, either about this or anything else going on that Julie needs to know. Ooh, we have the Oracle of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. So this is about trusting your intuition. And we have the number 48 there. 4 plus 8 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Very creative energy here. So you can use your intuition to create something, or you're tuning into something that's going to offer you a creative solution. All right. And we have the 9 of Cups, wish coming true. Okay. With this combination, look, we have, it's like a bunch of pearls that are coming out of these clamshells here. And then we have the moon in the middle, which is like almost reading as like a huge pearl. So it's like unlocking the treasure and having a wish come true. This is the wish fulfillment card. So make a wish. And then as just Sandy says, then make it happen. So you're making the wish for sure that your vision is coming back full throttle and maybe even better than it ever was to begin with. Who says we have to just stop at that limit? You're bringing it back. And then, and again, because I was seeing it also tied to the third eye. Hello. What's the Queen of Cups? Miss Third Eye herself? Yes. Intuition popping off big time. And this also has like the moon in it. So it's almost like the moon card, which is another intuitive card in tarot. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 special that your wish is coming true. Not only is your physical sight really coming back online for you, but also your third eye. Really being able to trust your intuition. So let's just see anything else. Woo! Okay, so the Fool came out again because I already put it back and it's out again. Make sure I didn't drop anything. I think we're good. I'm putting that back right. Yeah. Okay, so the Fool came out again. So there may be a new beginning that has nothing exactly to do with the vision. Just something new. New creative project, perhaps with that Queen of Cups as well. Something you're really focusing in on. Something you're moving away from. And how weird, or maybe not, because, things, all those eyes are just crying. And we're asking about, earlier your vision and now just whatever other message needs to come. Walking away from identifying as someone who's losing their vision. And we have the number 43, which is adding up to a 7. Very spiritual number here. So this is about going within and seeing within to, again, walk away from that timeline where your vision is going, because you're stepping back in. We have the 9 of Swords here. This to me just feels like the anxiety or stress surrounding the fact that your vision's like doing its thing. Again, we're trying to get another message for you, but yet it's going back to the vision. So I can see that this is very concerning for you. So I am hoping too, Julie, that you're not thinking I'm taking this lightly. Like, oh no, your vision's coming back, no big deal. Like, it is a huge deal. Like, vision going, like, that's scary. So like, big hugs. Like, yes, absolutely. But like, I'm not at all worried because I can see, no pun intended, like that it's coming back. Yeah, absolutely. And then the Elder of Wands came out again about regeneration. We were talking about the regeneration, the King of Wands, and like literally declaring it. Like, this needs to happen, and I will take nothing less than having my vision back fully, and also my third eye on and popping. So there's that. It's like, place your order with your own spirit or the universe, and then wake up every day and allow yourself to know that vision's getting better. And even if you're kind of like, is it better or isn't it? Just take the win. Just take the win, Julie. It's better. It's better. Absolutely, it's getting better. And please check in with us. I want to know. I want to know some updates. And hopefully it's good news. I'm seeing a lot of good news. It's just you believing in yourself and your abilities to regenerate, and calling, you can vet out some subliminals. There's one channel I really do trust. I vetted every one of their subliminal videos that I personally listen to. It's called, oh gosh, what's it called? Oh gosh. Integrity. So Quadio Integrity or something like that. Integrity. I'm looking it up though. So I will, before we go, I will get this. Quadio, same thing. Okay, so we're going to go to Quadio Integrity, and I'm going to look up. Okay. Fingers crossed they have one. They do. Okay, yes. It's the Healthier Eyes, Improve Vision, Frequency Compound. Amazing. I mean, 1 point whatever million views there, 9 years ago posted. So this is Quadio. You can spell it like that. Take a screenshot if you're on your phone, whatever you want to do. Healthier Eyes, Improve Vision, Frequency. I have not listened to this one specifically, but all the other ones from this person, I can feel that their spirit is leading the charge here and creating these formulas and subliminals to actually help people. There are a lot of charlatans out there, so vet and be careful. We have another one. That's a eye melanin remover, so if you want to change your eye color while you're at it, but that's a different video. Let me just listen to a snippet of this just to vet it out for you real quick. Make sure it's good. And I don't know if you can hear it, but some things sound more exciting than others. And usually they're best used with headphones, but not necessarily have to. And this is 10 minutes. So I think in some of the descriptions, there's a way that if you wanted to like listen to this during a nap, or some people do listen to these overnight. That's hard for me. I can't have things inside my ears overnight. And I grew up with my mom. Love you, Mom, if you're watching. We just always had the TV on. Like, not when I was really little, but like my teenage years, the TV just never turned off. And even from my room, I could hear the TV. And I would listen to music all growing up. But like as an adult, I would say when we first moved into this house 16 years ago, I was what, 27-ish back then? Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I was 26, 27, 26. I was 26. Um, Back then I would listen to like something on Netflix as I fell asleep, and I needed that. But now I can listen to like a white noise. Sometimes like I can allow myself to fall asleep with a meditation or like binaural beats or subliminals or something. But then I have to eventually, usually before midnight, I'll have to turn it off and just get some good sleep. But do what feels good to you, Julie. A lot of times when you are very relaxed and you're not focused on other things, your subconscious can open up even more, especially if you're taking a nap or sleeping or just kind of relaxing, or doing something creative can also put you in that kind of that flow state. Like if you're doing some adult like coloring books, or using markers to color, or um something that doesn't take a lot of brain power but you're focused on something, could help. But yeah, check that out. It does. I'm feeling like that one would be a good one. Can definitely help. Definitely help. These subliminals that I've been listening to from Quadable Integrity are really good. So check them out. She says she will. Thank you so much. You're so welcome, Julie. Absolutely. Thank you again for your lovely donation. So we're going to get into Marlene's one card. Okay, so Marlene, go ahead and post your question, and then we have two from Kirsten. And let me just double check that we were up to date. I think we were. Yes, we're up to date with everybody except we're doing Marlene's now, and then Kirsten had two full reads coming up. Okay. All right. Hi, Marlene. So any advice or guidance from my higher self in regards to my finances? All right. So for some reason, we're using Modern Witch because that's what I picked up. So we're using it. Let's go in. And we do have the Money Moves Oracle we'll use as well. Bring that out. And I have another one called Manifest Money Moon Oracle. It's a newer one. It came in a clear box, which is interesting. It's like, okay. So it's just got the name of it on the back. So yeah. All right. Let's start though with Modern Witch. Anything Marlene needs to know, advice, guidance from higher self in regards to finances. Okay, so we have the Lovers. So there's a decision to be made, and I was hearing before I even pulled a card, there may be a investment opportunity. It does feel very low risk, low to no risk. It's more of a, hey, let me save up some money and park it and know that, maybe it's going to be put away for however many years, 5 years or so. Maybe like a CD or something like that. And I always forget, what is it called, a certificate of deposit, or is that something else? No, that's a COD. I always forget what CD stands for when you go to your bank and buy a CD. I always forget what it stands for. They're like usually low to no risk, depending, I think, on what one you get. But there could be a way to just increase income that's, way less risky than some of those investments out there. But let's just see any other guidance in regards to finance. Yeah, so especially if you are, this was a message already coming through, and then the card just totally validated it. This is something I'm learning with the veil being so thin and this just higher frequency energy coming in. When we are overextending ourselves or overgiving, burning ourselves out, we're going to get burned instantly. So you think, oh, I'm going to work all these extra hours, and of course my paycheck's going to be even higher. Let me just prove to you that is not true. Okay, so this is my minutes worked so far this week. Or not worked, but how many minutes I got each of these days so far on my other job. So let me tell you that on, can you tell which day I worked 4 hours and which 2 days I worked only 2 hours? They're all pretty in the same ballpark, right? But I will tell you, Monday I worked 2 hours, Tuesday I worked 4 hours, and today I worked 2 hours. But yet they're all in the same ballpark. And I was huffing and puffing like, oh, calls need to come through. I need money. Like, getting in my emotions about it a little bit. But then I said, no, stop it. And then I pulled out my Neville Goddard book and I just started reading and highlighting and taking my notes. And before I knew it, calls were flooding in. Like, the more I was fixated on the fact calls weren't coming in, the less calls came in. So this is proof that you do not have to work harder to make about the same amount of money as you would if you were working less. Yeah. So let's see. The past weeks, both my husband and I have been working less and having more free time. There you go. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It feels very like, oh my gosh, there's no resting on your laurels if you're gonna be relevant in this world, like especially like influencer vibes. These people can barely take a break or they're just no longer relevant. Or, life just is at this zooming pace. But that's the thing is we're not machines. I know AI is like popping off left, right, and center, and let AI be its thing and do its thing constantly 24/7, 365. But us humans do need, and especially this time of year, even if you're living somewhere where there's not a lot of snow like where I'm at, energetically, the seasons still resonate, right? And winter really is a time to pull back and maybe not work as hard, grind as much, and have more time for cozying up or doing something you enjoy and all of that. Yeah, being more mindful of spending is definitely going to be helpful here. Let's get one more card, but yeah, just pulling back. That was the point I was trying to make, is just because you're working harder doesn't mean the money is just flowing in. Sometimes just being mindful of the money you already are making without having to take on side hustles and all this. Yeah, but there may be some sort of extra income stream or something. But yes, being mindful and not just spending money to spend money. That's something I was seeing on this video earlier today about just, how $27 spent every single day would add up to $10,000 at the end of the day, or at the end of the day. Yeah, sign me up. At the end of the year. And let me do the math. I didn't actually do the math. I was just watching the video, but let's just test the theory here. That $27 times 365. Oops, that's a 5. So 27 times 365 equals, oh my God, $27 times 365 equals, yeah, almost $10,000. So pretty darn close. So if you're spending $27 a day, which most of us are paying at least that for our like house payment or our rent, obviously, but this is just like extra spending, right? So you could save roughly $10,000 a day by not buying extra things. $27 worth of extra things. So like every time you're like, oh, that would be fun. Oh, I already have that in like these 4 colors, but let me get it in this color. It's just, yeah, about being more frugal, about using what you already have. Like one thing I never have understood the hype on since like day one, when, I mean, water bottles have been kind of a trendy or like accessory piece for, I would say, at least 10 years now, probably longer. But I mean, my whole childhood and like early, I would say it wasn't until about age 30 or so, it was especially, well, probably close to 29 when I had Boston. Breastfeeding makes you so freaking thirsty. So I would just have to bring, I had a different water bottle, one of the Therma, not the Therm, what's it called? I always forget the name of it, but they were plastic. Of course, I've since way upgraded. But that's the one thing, I just never understood was using your water bottle as an accessory. Like, I get it. I take this everywhere, even in my house, around my house, to the car, to basketball, back home again. Like where I am, this is like at all times. And usually it's half empty or more than empty because the kids drink on it too. But like, I don't have one in every color. This is the one that I have. Because it's with me all the time. It's like an extra appendage. It's probably to me more important than my phone. So I'm not going to forget this somewhere because it's always on my mind and I'm always reaching for it. But these people that have like one in every color, like, not saying there's anything wrong with that. If that's your thing, amazing. But I don't get it. I don't get it. Better take a drink since I'm holding it. But yes, it is just about being mindful of, do I already have something that will do the job? Or, having to buy like a new outfit or something for an event that you go to or have to go to. Like, do I already have something I could make do with that I don't have to spend money on, that, maybe something I'm only wearing once? Or, hey, could I borrow that from a sister or a friend? Something like this. These little things can definitely add up over time. Let's go to money Manifest money, Oracle. And we have here new horizons. Continue on and you can achieve great things. Don't stop, be inspired. And especially with this mindful spending thing, you're on the right track here. Absolutely. And then we have risky business. Tread carefully when moving forward. Poise, balance, and payoff. So yeah, avoid any kind of real risky things. And we were kind of tuning into that at the beginning with any investments. Just avoid the risky ones because they're not a guarantee you're going to get your money back out of it for sure. So let's go to the money moves and just get any closing statements from Marlene. No, you're fine. We're actually about to move into your questions right now, Kirsten. We're just wrapping up Marlene. All right. Anything else for Marlene about her finances? Yeah, shedding, reducing, losses or reducing, just unnecessary purchases, elimination and completion, a new metamorphosis, time to set higher goals. And for you, higher goals is just spending less, saving more, and shedding just those things that just, those $27 a day that add up to $10,000, that could really be huge in the long term. So yeah. Awesome, Marlene. I hope that resonated for you. But yeah, it feels like you're already on the right track. You're already tuning in, already got your finger on the pulse of like what's going on here. And yeah, just being, all of us could definitely, maybe not all of us, but many of us could be even more mindful with the little things we spend our money on. But especially when you have kids, it's like, could I have gone to any store in town and bought just a box of Valentine's for Wrigley? Yes, I could have. Or could I have made something at home? Yes, I could have. And in fact, in the past, yes, I have. But he's like on this rubber ducky kick. So of course I had to get rubber ducky, like miniature rubber duckies that are like this big, little rubber duckies that are like all glittery and different colors, and a little Valentine card that went with it. So I probably spent maybe 3 to 4 times the amount that you would spend for a box of Valentines at the store, but it put a smile on his face. So it's like, don't ruthlessly cut spending just because, like, still do the things that, bring your kids joy and, that bring you joy. I mean, it's not a crime to spend your own money. You know what I mean? So it's like, just be mindful of also not depriving yourself so much that you're not enjoying what you're what you're doing, all that hard work, you should be able to enjoy it by spending some money sometimes, So I'm sure you'll be pretty mindful of the balance. So awesome. Oh, you're so welcome, Marlene. Thanks again for your donation. Jessica's our cheerleader in the comments. Yay, Marlene. Aw. When I hear you talk about your kids, it sounds just like what I go through and do with my kids. Aw, I love that. Yeah, it's like, you want to make it special because they're only, young so long and then they don't care anymore. I mean, although I haven't quite yet hit that. Well, Boston will be 14 in March, and I have not hit that point where he's even afraid to tell me he loves me when I call him right after school or as he's getting on the bus. I can hear all these kids around him and I'm like, okay, I love you. He goes, love you too. And his friend's like, I love you too. And he doesn't care. Like, he'll still say it. I'm sure he'd hold my hand in public if I let him. I mean, he held my hand at the store the other night, but like I'm saying, probably at school. Like if I went to hold his hand, I don't think he'd pull it away at this point. And he's almost 14. He's an 8th grader. He's gonna be in 9th grade high school next year. I mean, not that I held my mom's hand a lot, but I'm pretty sure I would have definitely moved on from that by that age when it was me. But I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, but he's just a good boy. I love him. I haven't had a lot of the teenage drama I've heard about. I mean, I'm sure it's still coming. I'm not saying that I missed that boat because he's 1 year into the teenage years. So like, I'm preparing myself for these things people talk about having teenagers. I'm preparing, but I'm also very cautiously optimistic that some of the disrespect that a lot of kids do show their parents, that I just may miss a lot of that with him because it just doesn't ever cross his mind to be any sort of disrespectful, which is so nice. Wrigley, on the other hand, I don't know. He's already kind of a teenager at 10. So who knows? But I love them both so much. Yeah, I got good kids. And I'm sure Marlene has amazing kids as well. So it's so fun. All right. Yeah, good vibes for the future. That's exactly right. Because he's going to be potentially someone's husband. He's going to be someone's father, maybe. Like, he's gonna be a citizen of society. It's like, I gotta do my best to prepare not only him, but also society to have somebody who's gonna be a good person, you know? It's important to me. Yeah. But also for him not to be a victim of this crazy, crazy society we live in either. So I'm preparing him very young to know that this is not all rainbows and butterflies out here. Although we're hoping to make it better in some way. All right, let's scroll back up to Kirsten's first question. So, how and when will I meet my future husband? Ooh, I love this. Okay, so we're gonna go, yeah, let's use this deck. Okay, so how and when. And I'm already hearing it may be one of a few ways, because when you're destined to be with someone, or especially if you have a soulmate that came in and you came in this life and you do want to end up together, like that's part of how and what you agreed to. I do see that if for some reason you miss the boat, you know, two ships passing in the night in the grocery store or at this place or at that place or at this party, there's going to be yet another opportunity presented where you're crossing paths, and another opportunity where you're crossing paths, to eventually where you run into each other. Hopefully not literally, but you know what I'm saying. So we're going to tune into the most likely way that this will play out, because again, I'm seeing at least 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 different ways you could meet this person. So don't take this as the end all be all, that like, well, Amanda said I was going to meet this person here and I just met this guy over here, so this definitely isn't my person. Don't ever discount anything. Trust your intuition at all costs and at all times. But let's just tune in the most likely way you're going to meet your future husband. For Kirsten, tuning into Kirsten's lovely spirit. Okay. Well, we have, I did not mean to shuffle it upside down. But it's like, this is like a gathering of some sort, or a party, a celebration, can potentially be someone's wedding, birthday party, could be even a concert. But the fact that it came out in reverse, and normally too, like 3 of Cups is like through a soul sister, soul brother, like energy, like you could meet this person through them. But since it came out in reverse, I'm not discounting that still can't be the case, but it might be a more intimate gathering of friends or people, and then this person is just there. So that's how I'm kind of reading that energy. All right, let's tune in how and when. So how, yeah, it feels more of an intimate gathering. Definitely someone from your past life. Could even be someone you know from your past in this life, but I'm definitely tuning into the whole past life aspect, soulmate aspect of this. So it's definitely soulmate energy. And this does not feel like a karmic relationship or anything like that. This feels like someone who actually is going to support you on your path forward in life, and vice versa. You're very supportive of each other. What else does Kirsten need to know about how she will meet this future husband? We have everything is fine. So this person, you're going to meet them after they also have had a divorce or a pretty significant breakup, some sort of big loss in their life. And it does feel like specifically around their heart, meaning they lost a loved one. This feels like a grandparent, grandfather energy. This grandfather may have passed probably about 2 to 3 months before you and this person do meet. But they've also been through the ringer a bit here and there in love. But they are someone who has done a significant amount of healing, so that they're not bringing and dragging that baggage into your connection. I know we're tuning more into how and when you're meeting, but like that little tidbit needed to come through for whatever reason. Let's just tune into when. So when is Kirsten meeting this future husband? All right. Let it be. Enjoy the mystery of not knowing. Okay. This deck can get real cheeky with us at times, but let's just see. Let's just ask. Let's just see. When will Kirsten most likely meet her future husband? Well, it's in May. I'm actually getting like May 2026, but again, don't discount May of this year either. I'm also seeing this could be extended May through September, kind of like a late spring throughout the summer kind of vibe. Definitely warm energy, bright colors around, outdoor gathering potentially. Yeah, and I'm seeing most likely 2026. But again, don't discount this. If you're like, no, I'm meeting this person this year, I don't care what anyone says. Then manifest it. You're the only one, standing in your way of any kind of timeline. Also, outside circumstances can stand in our way. But when we take our power back and decide, no, I'm in charge here, there's a lot less outside interference that can come in. So I would say really you can meet them anytime you want, but the most likely if just kind of let things play out as they may in May of 2026. Okay. So I hope that resonated for you, Kirsten. And we're going to get into your next question, which is, drum roll please, right here. Okay. Is my purpose to start an organization to help people with mental illnesses and or disabilities? Or is there something else? I'm feeling a bit lost and confused about my purpose. I'm just questioning literally everything. Aw, big hugs. Yeah, it can be difficult for sure. I still question all of my things too. I'm like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? I know there's part of me that's like, no, get back to your writing as well. Because I just keep ignoring my writing and I need to get back to it. Also, there's all sorts of other things that I want to do from like my little business as well that I know can benefit a lot of people. And that's why I want to do them, not to make money, but just to get them out there in the world and help people. Like that's where my heart is just helping people, especially on a spiritual journey, like just helping people with any information or holding space or, whatever it is I can do, but let's stop talking about me and start talking about you. Tune into Kirsten's lovely spirit yet again. Let's just ask the first question kind of on its own and get some information surrounding that. Is it Kirsten's purpose to start an organization to help people with mental illness and or disabilities? Ooh, yeah, this would be really something really close to your heart. And it may not be just you. There may be a partnership you're forming that both of you are going in, or this is someone you're meeting that's also has this heart to help people that you're teaming up to start this business together. So it's like you wouldn't even have to do it on your own or all on your own. Or another way I can see this is you joining an already existing organization and you being pretty high up in there and having a lot of say so in how things are run, and also hands-on with helping the actual people that are coming to your organization. So I see it could be either way. It could be either way. But yeah, this is definitely something that's very close to your heart and something you want to get the word out about, or you want to help people. This is, the mental sword here is especially people with like mental illnesses. Like that's like rampant right now. And a lot of mental illness, does stem from just feeling so disconnected from our spirit, or just this almost anxiety that I don't have a purpose, I can't feel my spirit, even though a lot of people can't put that into actual words. That's where a lot of it comes from. But let's just see, and especially because you are a very spiritual person yourself, like you could use your spirituality to really help people, and maybe help them have this sense of purpose or tuning into their own spirit. But look at this. Yes, you got a big yes here. So if you're not joining an already existing organization, I'd say the energy is very supportive for you to be able to start your own, whatever that looks like. There may even be some grants you're getting, like some sort of funding that you're not having to bankroll this whole organization operation. You're getting some sort of funding, potentially grants, or I'm seeing like donations from some sort of benefactor, someone who's got a lot of money that wants to help. That's where I think finding people who are knowledgeable on like grant writing and knowing how to run like nonprofit organizations, like networking and finding these types of people and bringing them into your inner circle can really benefit you. Or just getting in on something that's already established could also be very beneficial. And it would kind of alleviate a lot of the groundwork you'd have to cover in like, well, how are we funding this? Where are we going to put this? What all services are we going to offer? Like, these are all like big questions, And if you're getting in on something that's already established, a lot of those big questions have already been answered. And you can just get in there and start helping people, So I would say whatever resonates most for you. But either way you want to do it, I see there's support there for you to be able to do it. Where there's a will, there's a way is what I just heard too. So even if starting an organization by yourself from scratch sounds like this huge Mount Everest to climb, Where there's a will, there's a way. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah. So let's just see if there's also possibly something else that you could be doing that is part of your purpose. And I'm getting a big yes. There's so many different ways you can go. And I'm like shaking my head, like the opportunities are like, if you could see the amount of potential you have, and I'm sure at times, Kirsten, you can tune in. And that's why you're like, I'm so scattered because like I could do this or I could do that or I could do that. And now I just totally feel lost in the sauce. Very 7 of Cups energy. Like there's so many things I could be doing or could do. It's just a matter of choosing. And I always say the underlying energy of that 7 of Cups energy is it's a message of hope because at least there are options. Think of something where there are no options and you're just forced to do something that sucks, you know. And so many of our, you know, parents, grandparents, great grandparents live that life. Like, no, your dad did this and now you're the man of the house and now you have to fill his role and fill his footsteps and go in the same direction, even if you don't want to you know, fork hay onto this wagon all day. Like, no, that's just your life. That's your job. But I have this passion for painting and building things. Who cares? You're shoveling hay all day. Like, no, we have options, and that's a beautiful thing, but it can also be scary and overwhelming at times. But let's just tune in. Anything else Kirsten could have a purpose with in this life for career? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Something you're starting. You're going out on your own and starting something new, something fresh. It could be your own business. Or if you are working for someone else, there's also potentially some sort of side hustle or gig that just really lights you up. You feel very spiritually connected to it, emotionally connected to it. It fulfills you very well. I'm seeing like Queen of Cups energy is get the words out. Queen of Cups energy. But then there's the Hermit. So yeah, it's got to have a spiritual base to it, or you got to feel a sense of spirit or purpose behind it for you to even want to be interested in it. Yeah, money's great and fine and all, and like very needed in this current way that systems are set up. But that's not your driving force. Your driving force is the experience of helping someone, of laughing with someone, of really connecting with someone. That's your driving force. And I can feel that from your heart. Like you want to help people. Yeah, you want to help people. That is your driving force. And of course, good pay from that. Amazing. That's like a major added win, added bonus there. Yeah, there's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 different things you could be doing. It's just a matter of you tuning into your own spirit and narrowing it down. Look at all this potential. I can see there is a lot of stress and anxiety just putting yourself out there. And well, what if this person doesn't like it? What if that person from high school like finds me and laughs at me about it? Like, I see though, the older you get, Kirsten, the more you're just not going to care about any of that. But this was the other one that came out, the Page of Wands. So 2 pages, 2 potentials. These are really fertile seeds, or, you know, they're seeds going into fertile ground that you can then water and move forward with and make plans with and take actions on. You have a lot of options. And I know that usually when you come here and ask for like life purpose reading and stuff, like there's at least 3, 4, 5, 10 different things you could be doing because your heart is very invested in helping people. And there's a lot of ways and talents and gifts you have that you could help people. So you aren't just narrowed down to one. You know, we got the Olympic athlete here on the back. It's like an Olympic athlete usually has like one specialty. Like they're either a gymnast or a figure skater. At least those are my 2 favorite. If I ever do watch any kind of Olympic things, those are the things I like to watch. Or, you know, say you're a skier, or what's the thing where they sweep the ice and then you let the thing go? I always forget the name of that. But like very specific talents that really aren't transferable somewhere else usually. A swimmer. You know, you can't swim in the snow. You can't swim on land. Like it's very just in the pool, right? Or in the water. But your heart for caring and wanting to give back to society could be used in so many different ways, Kirsten, which is awesome, but also could be confusing, right? Let's tune into Life Purpose Oracle and see if we can narrow down some ideas for you. Anything for Kirsten to figure out her purpose, just anything else she could be good at. Well, we knew this already. We already knew this. So like bonus points. We already knew teaching anything. This could be you creating courses and teaching people what you know about nutrition, about tarot, about pick insert here and you could create something to teach someone how to do something. What else? What else for Kirsten? Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. So some sort of like gardening or nature, anything to do with nature, you could be really good at as well. And a spiritual teacher. Okay, so teacher twice, a spiritual teacher. But we also have career change. So it's not like you are pigeonholed into just like one little way of making money because you have so many talents. You're very multifaceted as a person that, healing even. And even just like in your counseling, your healing, like you are somebody who just with your words, just with your energy, just being there for somebody could help someone so much, So I wish I could give you just this very definitive, this is exactly what you should be doing answer, but that's not going to fly for you because you're so multifaceted. It would be like trying to put an amazing wild horse in a corral. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't compute. It doesn't make sense. You're meant to be free and just kind of do what you feel on a soul level. And hey, maybe what you're doing now is going to shift and change. And in 5 years, you're going to be doing something completely different. That's the vibe here. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you failed at the other thing or you should have stuck it out longer. No, because you're following your spirit, you're following your heart, you're evolving, you're transitioning, you're moving forward in ways that maybe you, even as a human, don't understand. Why do I keep hopping from this thing to that thing to that thing? It's because you're supposed to. On a spirit level, you're supposed to try on all these different hats. So I would say, don't look at it as a bad thing because I'm seeing it as a very good thing. Even if it does make you feel lost and confused at times, just know that your spirit's got your back. Your spirit knows what's up and what's best for you. And trying on all sorts of different hats to really know what it is that makes you tick on a like purpose-driven level is going to be really beneficial, not only for you, but all the lives that you touch along the way. So yay, Kirsten. I'm sorry I couldn't give you like just this very distinct answer, but a lot of good ideas I think came out. Now let me catch up on all your comments I missed because I was way up there in the nosebleed section of the chat. Half the time I forgot what's said. I might have. Let's see. Did you read about this as well? Maybe 1 year ago or so. I got deja vu. Yeah, I know we've done a few different career and life purpose readings for Kirsten along the way. Oh no, I got cut off from an ad. You can always like kind of scroll back and then do like 2 times speed. That's sometimes how I get caught up on people's live streams. Sometimes I don't watch a lot of live streams anymore. Usually, well, I missed Raylene's last couple because I've just been so busy, and also I've just one of the subliminals I'm listening to is like a dopamine reset by Quotable Integrity, and now like I just to think to reach for my phone, I'm like, oh, like I just want some quiet or not to like watch or hear anything. It's working. Let's just put it that way. It's working to where I don't need to like learn that next bit of information or hear the latest on, this spiritual thing or that spiritual topic. It's like, I can just breathe and just be in my own energy and know what I need to know when I need to know it, as my friend Jessa says. I've been going out to new places to meet people. Oh, cool. Yeah. And I'm a major empath, so I feel drawn to helping all kinds of people. I probably work with local services with people with disabilities. It's called Lexington, and there are multiple mental health centers. There you go. And I know we've tuned in for you, like being a mental health counselor, that you would be amazing at that. That just because you are such an empath, you may take your work home with you, and it can lead to burnout and stress because you are such an empath. So, ooh, right ears ringing. So I would say if that is the case, because yeah, you would do amazing at that. Just make sure your bubbles of protection are like on and popping multiple times throughout the day. And the more you practice putting up your protections and clearing your energy field, I probably do it no less than 6, 7, 8 times a day. Like not even kidding. And when I first started really doing this, it was such a chore to even remember to do it once. And then I'd go through my whole thing and I'm like, oh my God, this takes so long. But like now I do it in under 30 seconds and I'm all like locked and loaded, cleared and ready to go. And it's just like second nature. And it works so well. And I can tell if I do, and I don't forget often these days. The times I do forget sometimes is right before bed. I'll forget to like not go to the dumpster fire of the astral realm, and instead I'll find myself there because I didn't say something otherwise. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys, I'll catch up on your comments still, but it's on my mind. I had a dream the other night and I did set my intentions. Please show me something. I wanted my true spirit to take me to a dream to show me something and that I would learn something from, or to enlighten me in some way as to what's going on in this matrix. Did not disappoint, although I am still confused. So I'll just spell out the dream. I was with this one girl from high school that I don't even think in high school her and I ever talked. We were both in choir together, but she like sat across the room. She's a year older than me, so it's not like we hung out or were buds or anything. But in this dream, we were friends, and we were like younger, like probably older teenagers. I find myself in that age range, like early 20s to like teenager, a lot in my dreams. I don't know why. Maybe I just have a lot of healing to do from those years. I don't know. And then there was this other girl that was with me that was like, I had just met her that day in the dream and I knew that, but her and I were already like soulmate best friends. Like she had brown hair, brown eyes. She was really cute, like really fun, very like had the cutest laugh. I'm like, I woke up like grieving the loss of her because I don't know where she is and I need to find her. Like she was so sweet. That's neither here nor there. That's not even the part of the dream I was going to share with you guys, but like there it is. So we were like inside, but also outside at the same time. Ever been in a room so big in a dream that it was also outdoors? Like, oh, I don't even know how to put that into words, but you know how dreams be dreaming. They're like morphing and changing and shifting. But then I had this desire because we were fully outside at this point, but again, still in the building. Don't ask me. I don't know. And I look up and I see Earth, or what looks to be Earth, up in the sky. Like I'm from, seeing Earth. But it's not exactly Earth, and it's kind of like got that half moon look to it. Where not like fully half moon, but like part of it's kind of shadowed. So it's like a 3/4 moon or whatever. And you can see like the land masses in the water around it, but it's more like a map. So it's like it's got like there was this really big red, like on a map. Well, I've got this here. Let me just demonstrate for demonstration purposes. We've got our globe here, very dusty globe. But there was a big land mass, like it was up in the sky, like part of it was shaded out, right? And there we had a big land mass, but it was all like this kind of this color, but maybe slightly more orange than this, so more of a coral, darker coral color. And it had like kind of like the lines and grids and stuff on it, and it said something across it. So it looked like what you would see like on a map or a globe, but it was like fully literally up in the sky in the dream. And it was really like I was trying to strain my eyes to like read what it said, but it was in a language I didn't understand. So it's not like I could have even written down like what was the words. It was in like a almost like cuneiform or hieroglyphic looking lettering that I would have no way to know. And I haven't had time yet since to go on a shamanic journey to try to figure out and get the down low on what was going on here. But I just thought it was very interesting. Yeah. Okay. Now let me catch up on comments. I don't know why I need to share the dream, but there it is. Dreams have been weird. Whether I remember to set my intention not to go to the astral realm or not, it's still weird. But I notice when I don't go to the astral realm and I set my intention for my true spirit to like guide me somewhere, I don't have any kind of fear, or I'm not running from anyone. I don't have any embarrassing things going on. But when I go to the astral realm, it's always me running from like bad guys, or accidentally breaking into houses and then having to get out of the house before the people catch me, even though I didn't have any nefarious reason for being there. I was just there for who knows why. A lot of weird bathroom dreams. Not like I'm going to the bathroom, but I'm like in bathrooms and they're all like really gross and messy. Like not private bathrooms, but public bathrooms. and there's like people in there like behind the stalls going, like, why do I have to experience this in my dreams? Like, why? So many cool other things I could be dreaming about, and this is where we're at. I don't think so. No thanks. uh but lots of violence, lots of running and hiding from bad guys, like, just I'm over it. So I don't, when I remember, I do not go to the astral realm, and it shows, because the nights that I set those parameters that my true spirit's taking my consciousness somewhere better, it definitely happens. Although a lot of times I'm so confused by some of those dreams that I'm like, I don't even know what this means. But hey, I'm asking for it, and it's downloading. So eventually I'm gonna be putting pieces together. I can feel it. So confusing, yes, but also I think valuable in some way. Even if I don't always understand it on a like human brain level. Yeah. Let's see. I felt drawn ever since I received my second CPS case where a mother was struggling with mental health due to having no friends and being lonely. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, like there's such a need for help in these areas. I'm sure there are better ways we can do it than maybe some of the systems that are set up where people just fall through the cracks constantly. I know there's a better way. But I think the biggest boost to all of humanity's mental health will be tuning into their spirit again, you know? So many people are so disconnected from their spirit that that's where the loneliness comes in. It's not even that we're lonely for other people. We're just so lonely for our own connection to God or our own spirit that we don't even know a lot of times what that means. We just feel lonely, and that's that, you know? But it is sad. It's really sad. And also know a lot of people could use help with independent living skills. There you go. Want to offer mental health coaching, support groups, advocacy, awareness, merchandise. There you go. Yeah, you've got some plans, girl. Yeah, even if you need to bring others on board to like fully execute these plans, like they are very valid plans here. Yeah. I just felt like I'm meant for so much more. Yeah, that's like the Switchfoot song, meant to live for so much more. What's that song called? It's a beautiful song. Listen to it, Kirsten. If you don't know what song I'm talking about, or even if you do, take a listen yet again. Let's see, Switchfoot. I think it's called Meant to Live. It's a beautiful song. Like when I first heard it, it took my breath away. And that was in like the early 2000s. Let me just read some of the lyrics here. Switchfoot, meant to live. Lyrics. Okay. Fumbling his confidence and wondering why the world has passed him by, hoping that he's bet for more than arguments and failed attempts to fly. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside, somewhere we live inside. We were meant to live for so much more. Have we lost ourselves? Somewhere we live inside. Dreaming about providence and whether mice or men have second tries. Maybe we've been living with our eyes half open. Maybe we're bent and broken. We were meant to live. It repeats. We want more than the world's got to offer. We want more than the world's got to offer. We want more than the wars of our fathers. And everything inside screams for second life. Like your second life is like you're born again, right? And I think they are like a Christian band, but you can take this, beyond religion, and you die to your ego to be born again as your spirit. Like I'm interpreting it personally for myself in that way. Yeah, but the song itself is just, it's beautiful. It's melancholy, but also very beautiful. I love a good melancholy song. Just me. Just me. Yeah. Yeah. Take a listen to that song. It's really good. I wish I could be a billionaire philanthropist. Me too. Like, so much of the world would change, like for animals, children, women, and also men, like everybody. Everybody would benefit because I mean, what the heck? I'm already like the frugalist, maybe not the frugalist, but a pretty darn frugal person. Like I can live with what I have, and I just want a slightly bigger house. Like I have the car I like, my Ford Explorer. I'm cool with that. Like I don't understand all these people out here buying like 40 different cars and like luxury cars. Like just get me a car that is dependable, that looks good, that the inside's clean. Like I'm good. I'm good to go. And I don't need so much house that I can't clean it. That's the whole thing. I just need a bigger house, but not a large, huge house. Would be very content with just that. Like That's my dream right there. Just a slightly bigger house, and to maybe have a little more distance between me and my neighbors. Not that I want to distance myself from people, but I just want some wide open space around me a little bit more than I got now. So I would like a little bit of acreage, but like those are really my biggest dreams besides being able to help people. Like for my own like selfish reasons, those are my dreams. But then beyond that, maybe to travel a little bit, sure, cool. Sounds good. But if I had like large sums of money, like all the animals would be helped. All the people that need the help would be helped. Like what's that money going to do? Just that would be so much money you couldn't even spend it all in a lifetime. Even if you were really frivolous with everything. Like oh, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing if just the right person became a billionaire? But that lets you know that this whole system is so rigged for the people who have the more nefarious, reasoning behind things, or they just keep making billions and billions and billions and it's still not enough for them. Like when is enough enough? Like if I were these Bezos or Musks or I don't know, Buffett's, these, big name billionaire people, I don't know about you, but like I would stop working and just volunteer my time doing what I loved. Whether that was writing, whether that was, volunteering and helping people somewhere. I would just live the life that I felt called to live and I wouldn't feel like I had to show up at Monday at this time every day. Like, I don't know, I would just be out there being free, but also like helping people. Like that's my biggest joy is helping people. I love it. Oh, you're doing print on demand merchandise as well, that focus on mental health, body positivity, and self-care. That's amazing. See, any one of these ideas could really take off and be that financial security you need, but also fulfill you by helping you help people, Absolutely. Ideas for self-help books and courses. Yes, that's exactly social media or social anxiety is crazy, but also social media. But yeah, social anxiety it's hard for sure. Um, yeah, I first thought shuffleboard too, but I know that's slightly different. Oh gosh, I just had the curling. It's curling. I just had it and then it went and then it came back. It's called curling, which what a weird name for that. These like I think it's two people that go out and they're like sweeping really fast, and then one person lets this like it's like half a ball and it's got like a handle on it, and then they let it slide and it has to hit a certain like I don't know the rules of it, but I've seen it. I don't like watch it or anything. I mean, obviously, I didn't even know the name of it, so there it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I first thought shuffleboard, but I'm like, "No, that's the thing that, the old people play at the senior center." So I don't know. Yeah. Oh, studying plant medicine through Cornell University. Wow, that's amazing. I thought about starting a YouTube channel on herbal medicine. Oh, see, that might be cool. I'm still catching up on everyone's comments, so stand by. I had to go off on 40 tangents, but you guys know me. Um, yeah, herbal medicine as well as selling herbal products. Yeah, I forgot herbal medicine was an option. See, you have so many ideas. She was very spicy this Monday. Oh no. I'm gonna assume you mean Raylene because I was not there. I need to catch up. They're both on my to watch list, but I've just been watching a lot less. I'm about to jump off the precipice of my no videos, no movies, no TV shows, no YouTube, no Facebook, no social media. I'm allowed to do this on Wednesdays and Fridays and little else. But also I do need the computer to do my other jobs, so I'll be doing that and checking my email just to keep up on that. Um, I may allow myself one day a week where I can watch up to an hour of YouTube eventually, but I know I just need to for at least maybe I'm gonna start with a week, but I would love to make it like 3 weeks, and then I would love to make it a month with just nothing. I've never done that in my whole life. I did that with TV and movies, for years, from 2016 to around 2020, but, I still had YouTube and was watching copious amounts of YouTube. All mostly spiritual and, like, learning things, for sure, but, YouTube was still there, and I was very much on there a lot. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. I like when she gets spicy though, if you mean Raylene. Yeah, cause like, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired and sick and tired of the Matrix, like, I get it. I am there too. Yeah, I started Adderall for my ADHD and lost 10 pounds in the past 3 weeks, and my appetite is coming back though. Oh my gosh. Hey, that might be a good thing. Sometimes it's just what a person needs to just feel good, like ready to jump in and get things going, you know? You want to be a counselor. I just couldn't afford it due to time constraints and the cost. Yeah, that's the hard part. Yeah, no one wants all these student loans, that's for sure. They be dreaming. These days, for some reason, my dad is coming to me a lot. Oh, interesting. Oh my god, I had those too. Oh, I wonder. I've been talking so long, I forget what we were talking about. LOL, no thanks for me too. Yeah, like my life partner right now. Aw, yeah. I hired a graphic designer to create my print-on-demand designs. Oh, that's cool. Pika Lee loves that song. It's so beautiful. Oh, it is soulful. It really is. Like, there isn't a bad song that I've ever heard by that band. Like, that whole album, I think it's called Beautiful Disaster or something like that. Maybe I'm making that up. Let me see. Um, oops. Not Beautiful Disaster, but Beautiful something, I think. I could be wrong. Let me look. The Beautiful Letdown, that's what it's called. Oh, Dare You to Move is another, like, and the music video is like, oh my god, like, nail biter. Amazing songs. Um, Pretty much the whole, Beautiful Letdown album is, like, top notch. Yeah, it came out in 2003. They also have a song that's on the movie, Walk to Remember. Only Hope, I think, is the name of that song. Beautiful, and Mandy Moore did a cover of it as well. Yeah, check it out. Amazing. But yeah, they're Christian by faith, not by genre, so it's not like they may have religious connotation or to me, though, their messages transcend religion, they're very spiritual, so even if you're not religious, they're very spiritual, messages contained within the songs. I love it. Alright, so I think we are all caught up, but let me catch up on all your comments here, I think we're getting there. Oh, you do know that song, yay! You were in a past life, remember? Oh, probably. Yep. Always in a past life. Don't want a lot either. Like, I just want to change the world for the better. Yeah, like, I would like to know that every month my bills would be paid. Not that I have bills, but like, utilities, the power bill, that's a utility. The mortgage was paid off, which, ours is, but like, just to not have all this monthly overhang, we don't have any debt, which is like my happiest knowing in life, like no debt. But I've never had a credit card. I don't even think I have credit. Like I've never used my credit for anything. So I don't even think I have credit. I probably I don't know. I just keep thinking, well, the system's going to collapse anyway, so like why even bother starting to build credit? I don't need it for anything. When we bought our house, my husband, it was like in his name because we bought it before we got married, So it's like yeah. I've just felt very blessed in that regard to not have debt. Yeah, I agree. I really started believing even more in the Matrix lately. Yeah, it's like, oh, I just want to get out, But so much of what I consider to be the Matrix is really it's very mind based. So if we can just get out of our mind and into our heart, into our spirit, that is really us bypassing the Matrix in a lot of ways. So, yeah. Yeah, Raylene. Yeah, I figured that's who you were talking about. I'm like, it's either her or Kashfi, but like specifically Monday, I know Raylene does go live Mondays, and we were talking about live streams earlier. Like that I didn't watch a lot of lives except Raylene. And I also watch Heart Breathings. I'm usually I don't watch them actually live. And I would say maybe every now and then I do catch Raylene live, but usually not the full live because it's when I leave to pick the kids up and then bring them back home and then, get things going with the dogs. I make the dog food and stuff. So sometimes I'm kind of listening and then I have to like pick it back up when I get in the bath later that night or something. Yeah. I use YouTube to learn things about business. Yeah, I mean, there's so many amazing, like I call it YouTube University. So much I've learned on YouTube that it's an invaluable. It's if I had to get rid of all the rest of everything, I would hope YouTube would still be standing because it really is the platform of my heart. If there ever was one. I could give up all other social media, no problem. No problem at all. Take it all. Don't care. You take away YouTube, it would be a grief period for sure. There's so much goodness on. I mean, there's a lot of crap on here too, but like you can weed through it and find what you're looking for and it's invaluable. It really is. But of course, discernment is king. Be very discerning with a lot of what's out there because a lot of people are out here just flapping their gums and they have no idea what they're talking about. Me included from time to time, I'm sure. But, when I feel it energetically, that's when I usually share things. So, yeah. And even take everything I say, anything Raylene says, anything anyone says with a grain of salt. If it doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to claim it, Yeah, Dare You to Move is amazing. And Only Hope is amazing. Yeah, I love all their songs. I was talking about the public Lou. Oh, gotcha. Right? Yeah. About how you were talking about mental health related to dimming the inner spirit. So reference to hubby. You were a philanthropic person working for animals. Oh, right. Amazing. I love that. Kirsten has to go to bed. Yeah, I probably should get going too. Last night, I think I was asleep by 9:30, which I needed it. I should probably get going here too, but yeah. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad we got to just kind of hang out and talk about all sorts of weird and cool stuff this last little bit here, and probably sprinkled throughout the live stream because you know how I am, off on 40 tangents. But hey, it's what makes things fun, I think. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Jessica. Like I said, this does not feel like work to me. My other job at times feels like I'm so in the flow, like, yes, I love this so much. And then other times it's like, I don't want to be here right now. It's just such a different vibe over here. I mean, granted, some of the people I talk to over there are just like you guys, amazing. Like, I love them. Other people, I'm just like, can't relate, but like, I'm going to get you your answers. I'm going to get you the answers you need in under 2 minutes because that's all the time you have, It's a very different vibe and dynamic for the most part over at that other job, but like if I had to choose, it would be you guys. It definitely would. Oh, for sure, hands down. Not just because you're on YouTube either. We get that, but no, you guys are awesome and I love you and you're amazing and you guys just make it so fun. Yeah, and when the time runs out, like you're cut off mid-sentence and they can either buy more minutes or that's it. It's very abrupt sometimes. You guys know me, well, remember the rapid fire readings. I can read fast. When we're here, I choose not to. I just like to let it unfold, let it unfurl. We're in no rush over here usually. So like let's just take our time. Over there, not so much. I can be fast though. That job has taught me I can get someone an answer in 30 seconds if I have to. I just like to add detail and nuance and fun analogies, and sometimes I just don't have time for that over there. So you guys, I think, get the best of me because sometimes over there it's just very to the point. I like flourishing it up, adding some spice and a little bit of saffron over here, right? All right, you guys, well, that's going to be it for me. So thank you so much. We will be back here Friday, and I do declare, I think it's the donation only live stream on Friday. So it will either be short and sweet if no one's donating, or, we'll just take care of the donations in the order that they come and just get right into that on Friday. I think every time we've done that, we've had at least 2 to 3 to 4 donations. So it's been working so far. And that's every other Friday or every 2 weeks. We do that only. Just to give me a bit of breathing room so I don't have to be the entertainment no, I'm just kidding. No, I love this. This is so fun for me. But like, especially like those live streams where, I plan out a webinar or, I have a specific topic I want to talk about. Sometimes it's just nice to come on and, just do your readings and then pop back off. But Woo Woo Wednesday, we're here for the long term on the Woo Woo Wednesday. Usually we don't have anything under 2 hours. We're 209 right now, 20909. Jessa, if you're still here, that's her number. Yeah, well, while we're still here, before we go, let's pull everybody like a collective. Let's just do a collective 2 cards. We'll do one from this deck and one from the money moves. So we have wonders. Ooh. So this is like something that is just like new, like totally very out of left field energy, but also like jaw dropping, eye opening. Something eye opening is coming in. It feels energetic at first, but then we're going to see some physical evidence of it in the 3D. And it's funny, I wanted to do Money Moves Oracle for some reason, so it may be tied to manifesting or finances in some way. Maybe even self-love. We have bright ideas. Okay, wow. Well, I did say epiphanies and like jaw-dropping, like, and then we have bright ideas. Have an innovative new inspiration. Test new ideas. Break out fast. Take action on your ideas. Because they are wonderful ideas. No, but this is just like this sense of awe around ideas that are coming to you. So if you have a bright idea, please write it down. You don't have to share with anyone, but please write it down. And even if you think this is such a good idea, I'm never going to forget about it. Write it down anyway, because we be getting busy out here and things can just slip through the cracks. Even if we're like, oh my God, I had this amazing idea last week and now I don't remember what it was. Guess it wasn't that amazing. No, it was. You just forgot it was. So don't be forgetting. Write it down. Write it down, because it may lead to more money, more abundance, something you're manifesting here. So there's our little collective before we head out. So, and then on the back of the deck, as I put it all the way, abundance. So yeah, abundance coming in hot. Be ready to receive. Hands out, ready to receive. It's time to shine with your receiving energy. Yes, yes. All right, you guys, much love. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Porter Tarot Live. If not Friday, since it's donation only, hopefully then, again, back on Wednesday so we can have fun again. Not that Fridays donation only aren't fun, but, you know, if you're not donating, it may not be that fun. Who knows? Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to go, yes, receive it. All right, you guys, much love, peace, and I will see you next time. Bye.